Oh, sorry, you guys couldn't hear me. Sorry, you guys couldn't hear me over there on the tube. Okay, I'm here. I'm here. Sorry, yeah, I was setting something up. What is going on, everyone? We're going to get started here. I am set up. Someone's going to win free merch, and then we're going to talk about the severe weather. All right? Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Actually, you know what I'll do just to make this easier? I will just bring this over here. And we will do a little... Okay, there we go. That works. Boom. Okay. Free merch for the second time this month. You pick whatever you want. I pay for it and send it to you from the Climate Collection. And from On the Horizon as well, the stuff that's not out yet. You can pick from that as well, too. ConnorsClimateCorner.com. ConnorsClimateCorner.com. It's actually in my TikTok shop and my YouTube shop. But yeah, whoever wins, this is everyone who's in my Discord. It's $2.99 a month, $2.99 a month. But they all reacted to an announcement, and so everyone gets a chance to win. Okay, let's go. Free stuff. Okay, this is B. Now, I don't think this is Brittany. It's a different B. I have to look real quick. Hold up, guys. We're going to talk about that. Let me just figure out who won, and then we're going to start. This is a different B, I think. Let's see. Who is this? Wait. All right, let me disable streamer mode so I can figure out, guys. Sorry, I'm disabling streamer mode so I can figure out. Okay, I see it. Here we go. Let me put it in the Discord and we'll get going. Boom. Done. All right, let's get going, guys. Congrats. Mesomat, what's going on? I'm on there. Don't worry, there's going to be more of those, guys. There's going to be more of those. But cool. How severe is it going to be in DFW? Could be pretty severe. I did make a video, but I was really looking in my video today. So I'm going to start answering everyone's questions. I really was looking in my video today at a little bit of the outlook because it looks so crazy, especially Monday, Tuesday. So I'm actually going to dive into a little bit more of today with you guys. Obviously, big upper level low spinning off, causing a little bit of havoc up there in northern upstate New York and western New England, including New Hampshire and Vermont, and central to western Massachusetts, northwestern Connecticut. We've got another trough digging down here out west. You can literally see it right there. Subtropical flow moving in through Texas up into Tornado Alley, the southern plains right now. So some strong winds here. Nice southwesterly flow. We've got some instability. There could be some bad weather there. But this trough is going to move out to the east, and it's going to cause us a bunch of issues. So, yeah, that's what's happening right now. I'm going to keep this focused here. And let's go to Radar Omega and let me answer questions. Hope everyone's having a good day. Let me just double check on our severe thunderstorm warnings up here in the northeast. Just your average 6 mile per hour quarter size hail. Nothing too dangerous looking. But if you are up here in New Hampshire and Vermont, upstate New York and Vermont and New Hampshire, yeah, I'd be paying attention because we do have some bad storms up there. Yes, Zaddy, yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible. I know. One second, guys. Oh, you're about to go on? Matt, can I call you? I'm going to look over this for the first time really more in detail. Hey. Thoughts on today? I know.
We just got our big severe thunderstorm watch for destructive hail in Dallas.
Yeah, okay. It looks like around 4 to 5 p.m. Central, big line from western Oklahoma, central Texas begins to form, move off to the northeast. Not seeing supercells smashed all over the map, but there's definitely potential.
Yeah, the potential's definitely there too. That's what I was saying. The next 2 to 3 days, I want to watch OKC too because right around 8 p.m. tonight, they've got a pretty decent little complex up there that tries to get going.
Yeah.
NWS is pretty confident on that Bowen line segment going through East Texas, Arkansas tonight with about 75 to 90-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah.
And then I mentioned they go into a deep discussion on left splitting and right splitting cells. The left splitting being more tornadic if it happens, and then right splitting larger hail.
Say that again. Sorry, I was reading chat.
No, you're fine. They go into an analysis talking about how left splitting cells, if cells split and go left movement, they could produce a big tornado threat. If they split and go right, they could produce larger hails based off of outflow boundaries.
That kind of makes sense. A little bit more rotation up to the north and a little bit higher cape values up to the south and east. Okay.
Is your SPC being weird?
SBC's been being weird for. Are you talking about like on Pivotal Weather or just like the NOAA SBC site?
Just NOAA, yeah.
Let me double check. I was just when I went on my rant last night, I talked about how poor their website is and how old it is and how it needs to be updated. And it's so funny that it's not. Yeah, it's not working today. It's so funny.
In the watch that just got issued for DFW, 4 to 5 inch diameter hail, winds over 80 miles per hour, and a tornado or two is possible.
For DFW.
Yes, that's the watch that just got issued. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to look into that, talk with Chad about it. Chat, by the way, I'm only going to be on for about probably a little under an hour, and once I get off, Matt's going to be on all day. MESOMATT. MESOMATT. He's your guy. Go to him. All right. All right, talk to you a little bit later. See you. All right, chat. Yeah, I saw some people raising their hand. I think it was Haley, but Elijah, thanks for raising your hand. What's going on? Elijah's got a question, everyone. Reed Timmer thinks Sunday, Monday. I'll take a look. We'll take a look at the outlook. Let's just go over to pivotal weather. People are going to have, well, yeah, let's go over the outlook. And today's threat, specifically. Northeast definitely has a threat. I'm a little bit more concerned with what's happening in the southern plains, but we need to watch both. Is Northwest PA okay next couple of days? Yes, I think so. I do think so. I think you guys will be fine the next couple of days. All right. So let's get into this. I got a couple more things I got to look at. Here we go. Getting into around, this is going to be 5 p.m. Central Time. Storms firing off just to the southwest of DFW, Dallas-Fort Worth, and out here to the south of OKC-ish. We do have some, look at this, actually, in the latest, look at the latest 18Z. This is what Matt's talking about. We get a nice little storm up here to the north firing off. A little MCS off to the north that could target OKC, Tulsa region, central to northeastern Oklahoma, out there towards even southeastern Oklahoma. That's new with the 18Z. Okay, so we got to pay attention to that. Let me quickly go into our 4-panel so you guys can see what's going on while I just have to look at this real quick. I got on probably a second before I was ready just because I wanted to make sure, I'm always running late because I have so many things going on in my life. But I'm here. I'm here, chat. Let's take a quick look at the 4-panel for today. For down here in the south. So, again, categorical risk, you have the enhanced. We're really watching this region here. Tornado, though. That's your big tornado threat. The major hail threat through here. And a pretty good wind threat through this region. Okay? Tor. Can you guys see that? Hail. Wind today. Now, give me half a second. I'm going to answer your questions. Did this post? Okay, it did. All right. All right. Profile. Okay. That should be good. And we can go like that. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good, chat. I think we're good. All right, that's posted. Let's close out of that. Okay, I think we're set. Anyways, I was outside doing chores here in Western New York about an hour ago, and lightning hit about 100 feet. Ooh. Jeez, that is not fun. Hey, I appreciate you being passionate about what you do. I appreciate you. I appreciate that. Appreciate all the support. You know, I'm getting, listen, anytime you have I've learned a long time ago, anytime you have a viral video, there's going to be a lot of people saying nice things and a lot of people saying really mean things. And I've gotten a lot of both today. TikTok messaged me, or TikTok gave me a notification, and it said, "We notice you're being harassed. Do you want us to turn on this in the comment section to blah, blah, blah?" And I was like, no. Let them be. Let them go. Let them fire away. Yeah, I have some terms that I turn off, but yeah, whatever. Whatever. The only what strangers say doesn't affect me. There are some people in the meteorological world who have opinions that I you know, probably affect me a little bit more, but no, I don't really care. I want everyone to be safe. So, what was the watch for the latest Mezzo or the one for before? Yeah, so let's take a look at that. So we were just talking about this Noah SBC. It's funny because I was making fun of this site last night and then it was just down, but we're back up. That's awesome. Love it. And we've got a severe thunderstorm watch right now. I mean, this is, yeah, we're talking about, I can turn on the watch actually. I can turn on the watch right here in Radar Omega. So let me do that for you really quickly so you guys can see where this, watch is. Let me go up here. Weather alert, not weather alerts. Sorry. Actually, I should be able to turn on my watching here. I've had watches off for so long. There it is. Okay. See the pink here? This is our severe weather watch right now. We do have some thunderstorms firing up down here. Just down to, oh, became a 4-month subscriber. EJ, Doris, I don't know how to pronounce that. I appreciate you. Thank you. B, Kansas, Purdue, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for that sub extension. I appreciate you. Here is our severe thunderstorm watch right now in Texas. These storms are firing up. You always got to pay attention when you have this northwesterly clean or northeasterly flow. These aren't doing too much. 6 mile per hour winds, quarter-inch hail. That's pretty average. But that's what's going on right there. Let's do, before I get started into all of my details, all the things I want to say, I want to do some rapid fire answers since I've been lollygagging a little bit. So I'll take your questions really quick. Tornado watch for Guthrie, Oklahoma till 10 p.m. Did they not have have they not put that? Has no one not updated that? Let me see. And again, I will have soon enough Discord's updating stuff on my Discord while I'm live because I want to keep that updated. Let's go back in here and take a look. Do we have that tornado watch? I don't see any tornado watches. Unless SBC's fooling around. Anyone else see any? There is a tornado risk. Yes, there is a tornado risk in Fort Worth, guys. Taking a look again, and I'll pull this up here. Taking a look at our tor risk today specifically because I want you guys to know where that is. This is our tor risk today. We have a little bit up there in upstate New York, northern, central to northeastern, upstate New York, a little bit in western Massachusetts, a little bit in south or western or New Hampshire and western Vermont as well. Or Vermont and western New Hampshire. Sorry. Tornado watch is out. Okay. This is our tor risk down here. That's a little bit higher. You can see OKC. Portions of central Oklahoma down in here to north, central, northeastern Texas, including DFW and the surrounding regions. Looking for that tornado watch. Okay, well, I guess we're just going to wait. We do have we have a couple mesoscale discussions I want to talk about really quickly. Isolated thunderstorms may pose a severe wind risk through late afternoon. Watch issuance is not expected. That is in north central Utah and southwestern, what is that, Wyoming? North central Utah and, southwestern Wyoming. Okay, I'm not going crazy. Awesome. And another thing we do have really quick on the mesoscale discussion. This is a little bit newer, 30 minutes ago. Watch likely, rapid severe thunderstorm formation, anticipated very large hail and damaging winds likely. That does include DFW, south central Oklahoma as well. I'm in Oklahoma and our local channel is saying we are not getting anything. Well, if you're in central to eastern Oklahoma, that's extremely irresponsible of them, but I don't know what they're saying, but I hope they're not saying that. Hopefully not. Matt, where's the watch on where's the tornado watch on NoSBC? That's so annoying. I mean, it's going to be on my Discord. Around what time, Denton? Yeah, I'll show you guys that. One moment. We can pull up the watch on my Discord, most likely. All right. Okay. So, tornado watch. That was yesterday. Sorry, let's go into SPC. There it is. There it is. There's our tornado watch. Right there, guys. I don't know why it's not on the No SBC site yet, but there it is. And that's why I love my Discord channel. All right. So we're talking about, yeah, OKC up to Gage, out to McAllister, down to, I don't know how to pronounce that, okay? And yeah, that's to the north of Dallas, north of Abilene, but we could see this expand. We could see this expand. And this tornado watch is valid until about 10 p.m. Central Time. Right around 10 p.m. Central Time. All right. And hello. Let me close that out. 1 second, guys. Oh, where'd everything go? Okay. Whoa, sketchy. All right. Severe thunderstorm watch in DFW, correct. Will any of this make it to Shreveport? Potentially. Potentially. Guys, this is right around, guys and girls, this is right around 4 p.m. Central. This is when we're going to start getting some thunderstorms likely to fire off. 5 p.m. You guys know where you are in here, right? 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 10, 11, 12. 10, 11, 12, 9 to 12 is looking a little sketchy up here. I'll tell you that. Shreveport, you guys could get involved as we get into around 10 p.m. Central. Maybe as early as 9. No problem. User 49818277620064. What about tomorrow? We can take a look at tomorrow. Let me answer a few more questions on today, and then we're going to go into the outlook. The outlook's crazy, guys. Yeah, listen. I got to show you something, okay? Listen. Not trying to be that guy. Monday. Yes, that's a high risk. So stupid. I hate that. All right. One second, guys. Monday. Okay? Let's all pay attention Monday. Listen, I know I'm joking around, but it is very serious. I try to make it a little lighthearted. But yes, we need to pay attention Monday. Not excited for that. That's CSU, Colorado State University. SBC hasn't confirmed a high risk yet. So that's some good news. Right? I don't know why I can't. I don't know why. Like, I can never close. 1 second, guys. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, that's what's going on there, okay? But let's quickly go over these questions, and I'm going to go into the outlook. Monday better not be that bad. I agree. Tuesday, Dixie Alley. Yes, Tuesday does look like a Dixie Alley threat. Perfectly imperfect. That's a nice name. I appreciate the support. That's a 5 out of 5 risk. Yes, definitely got to watch it. Tuesday, Dixie Alley. Yep, Tuesday, Dixie Alley. Illinois high risk. I don't think they had... Well, potentially Western Illinois. Yeah, potentially. We'll have to see how that progresses. But, yeah, from CSU... We do have, you know, a day 2 enhanced, a day 3, and then this is our day 4 if anyone's wondering. If anyone's wondering, Tuesday. There's your Tuesday. So. Monday, Tuesday. Not a good time. Not a good time. Yeah, Kayla Elizabeth, great, yeah. I'm moving now. Where's this storm now? So right now, that severe weather is out to the west. It's digging down into the southwest, that big trough, and it's going to bring us a little bit of issues over the next 3 days, 4 days, maybe 5 days. It's rare for SBC to go enhanced 4 days in a row, but we've gone enhanced 4 days in a row, guys, in the SBC. Look at this. Look at this. Enhanced, 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 enhanced. We'll get something here, most likely a slight. And we're probably going to see some moderates in here. I hope we don't see a high. What does it look like this evening in Oklahoma? Here we go. You could have some storms firing off in southern Oklahoma at around... What was that? Oh, I got to close out the Discord. Sorry. In southern Oklahoma at around 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m. OKC could have a strong thunderstorm moving through the area. Okay, 1 second. Someone's harassing me. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second, guys. Someone is literally harassing me. I'll tell you in a second. 1 second. How do I block this person? They are calling me. Let's see. Give me a second, guys. One second. Shoot. 1 second, guys. Sorry, this is just really annoying. Just trying to do my job here. Oh, there we go. There we go. I found it. I found it. Now, allow me to block, please. Okay, good. Block. All right. There we go. That's why you gotta be careful about who you let in your Discord. Let's get back to this. Yeah, I literally have a stalker. So I'll tell you about it, Climb Crew in the Discord later. It's not a good time. Yeah, sorry, guys. The noises are... I'll show you what's happening here. I'll get back to it. Sorry, that was really frustrating. The noises are some severe thunderstorm warnings. This is out to the south and west of Dallas-Fort Worth. And 60-mile-per-hour winds, ping-pong ball size hail, So nothing too major, but definitely keep your eye on the sky if you're down here to set up towards Claiborne, Fort Worth, Dallas, and everything in between, Waco. So some storms are starting to initiate right now out there. But well, this is a little bit early. I actually think the main line, and you can kind of see it here, I think it's going to be back here. I think that's where we're going to get some stronger storms. But pay attention to that. I was in the middle of something. I was talking about this. Someone had asked, Big Man from Texas, I appreciate you. Someone had asked about OKC initiation. Yeah, so I mean, we're getting 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9, 10, 11, it gets very interesting up here tonight. This is based on the latest HRRR. We could have some damaging winds, hail, and maybe even a tornado up here. Small hail usually isn't too bad for cars. Once you get over like 2 inches, yeah, it's an issue for cars. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Hail is pretty isolated, though. It's not widespread. So, so hopefully you'll be just fine. How will northern Missouri look like? If you're talking about tonight, not too bad. Okay, we can go. You guys want to go into the outlook? What's ahead? What we're seeing? Northern Missouri is good tonight. Now, tomorrow, we've got the HRRR into tomorrow. Here we go. Now, tomorrow, notice where we're seeing these supercells fire off with the latest HRRR in this region here, guys. Nebraska, eastern Colorado, Kansas, Oklahoma, northeastern Texas, into potentially northwestern Louisiana, Arkansas, Missouri, southwestern, Iowa, maybe even southern South Dakota. So DFW looks specifically, DFW, OKC, Tulsa, I'm specifically concerned with that train of potential supercells, strong thunderstorms right here tomorrow. This would be tomorrow evening. So, and if we do push out and we look out a little bit farther, we can use the Rufus model. The 18Z is just loading. We'll go back to the 12Z. The Rufus does have some strong thunderstorms moving into northern Louisiana, southern Arkansas, and making their way into Mississippi tonight too. So we have to pay attention to that. It also does have those really strong thunderstorms initiating up there in north central Oklahoma. 1 second, it's a map. Hey. Sorry, guys. Dealing with a stalker. All right, let's go. What's going on, Jerry? Monday better be capped out. I agree. The Rufus agrees with this scary look north central Oklahoma tonight. So let's pay attention to that. Both when there's model agreement, you tend to pay attention a little bit more. And then moving into tomorrow, it really central to eastern Kansas. Really fires up those storms. Western Nebraska too, but Kansas City really got to pay attention tomorrow. Tulsa, OKC potentially as well, and then up into Missouri, Arkansas. And here we go. Look at that. Look at this Monday. Look at that, guys. Lots of supercell activity through here. This is the day that Colorado State University has high 5 out of 5 risk. Man. And then look at Tuesday. Ugh. This is just one model. Things not could change. Things are gonna change. But this, if it were to happen like this, would be a moderate potential high risk as well. So lots to look at. Severe weather intrigues me. I'm a weather enthusiast. Obviously, I've been studying this forever, but I'm like kind of tired of it. Like I don't want us to have multiple moderate and high days in a row. It's ridiculous. At some point. Severe weather is fun when it's not hurting people or damaging property, which you can't control. Kayla, Cherry, I appreciate you guys. Every storm keeps going through the New Madrid fault. Oh, that's an interesting take. Do you think any tornadoes will happen in DFW today? Well, the odds are low. Just technically the odds are low. Look at our 4 panel. You guys are in that 5%, which means there's a 5% chance that from any point in that brown, from any point in here, there's a 5% chance today that there could be a tornado within 25 miles. So not very high, but it's high enough that you need to pay attention. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mezamat. Appreciate you. Just so you guys know what's going on with these alerts. I know some of you are wondering why my computer's screaming at me. Probably because I'm running 18,000 programs at once and streaming in 2K, and it's really, really hot and it needs more fans. But other than that, it's because there's a bunch of severe thunderstorm warnings up in the Northeast and down in South Central Plains. None of these look super dangerous, but I do want to just talk about them really quickly. You see, these are all these classic 60-mile-per-hour winds, small hail. This one I want to talk about, Franklin, Vermont, Lemuel, Vermont. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. Orleans, Vermont. If you're in or around that region, tornado possible. We can go take a look at that real quick. Actually, I just want to update this before I answer more questions. So here we go. We've got high velocities. Don't see anything standing out too much that shows me there's a tornado on the ground. Not a very good shape out of the reflectivity. Probably not a great inflow region as well, but if you are up in this area, I would be careful. There's definitely some good shear there. And let's quickly go. Let's look at, yeah, so you almost have 2-inch hail up there in Vermont too, so definitely take that seriously. Mills, Texas, Comanche, I think it's pronounced, and Hamilton, Texas, considerable damage threat, 60-mile-per-hour winds, almost 2-inch hail there. Take that seriously. All these other ones, you guys know if you're in a severe thunderstorm warning. And we do still have some ongoing flash flood warnings there in Chittenden, Vermont, Addison, Vermont, Oneida, New York, and Hermiker, New York. We just got an adjusted risk zone, I think. Am I crazy, or did the risk zones just adjust themselves? Did we get a risk zone release? Anyway, so that's going on with that. So, do I think a day 2 moderate for Monday? Yes. I'm leaning yes. 60-40 yes. Why is Oklahoma under a tornado watch? Because there's the ingredients in the atmosphere for tornadoes tonight. Or today. During the evening and then into the late afternoon to the evening hours. You guys have a lot going on. We can take a look at it. We can look at the ingredients here. Here we go. Look at this cape. Okay. 5,000 joules per kilogram surface cape. Almost 6,000 joules per kilogram surface cape. Talk to me. Yeah, I'm going. Oh, did they mess up? Wait, where does it say that there? I'm looking at it. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not seeing it on mine. Let's see. 20Z update. Are you under categorical risk on SPC? Are you watching my stream? They must have fixed it already. They probably went back and fixed it. my gosh. Yeah, that would not have been a good time. Hey, the Rufus and HRRR show that same big pocket of thunderstorms firing up in north central Oklahoma at the same exact time. So Enid, Ponca City, Medford, Alva, Fairview, Stillwater, Hennessy, Beltsville. Okay, let me check. Summary. Oh, you're right. Oh, wow, that's so weird. Slight and moderate risk are nudged further south. Why did they? Okay, they need to get their ish together. Wow. Okay, false alarm. No moderate risk today, guys. I know. That's crazy. For real. All right, see you. SBC called today a moderate risk by accident. I'm getting so distracted today. There we go. So what I was saying, why do we have a tornado watch in Oklahoma? Very large Cape values, strong updrafts. Look at the rotation down here at the surface. You've got winds moving from the southeast at the surface, and then winds moving from the west, westerly. Southeasterlies moving into westerlies. This is going to cause rotation. Your inhibition isn't too high. You've got decent enough storm relative helicity. Your shear velocity is low, but if you have strong enough updrafts, you can still get something to spin up here. You have ingredients in the atmosphere for a tornado. So, Gato, what's your question? Des Moines, we're going to have to watch out for as we get into Monday. Monday, specifically. So, well, I would say tomorrow, Monday. Sorry, I keep thinking today's Sunday. Monday, we'll watch up there in Des Moines. Did you ask your question? Is there a threat for McKinney, Texas? Well, again, I'm not going to break it all down, but here is your 4-panel for Texas. So we're talking central to eastern Texas. We're talking here. Let's just do this. Okay, there's your Texas threat right now. For tomorrow, storms should fire off more tomorrow evening. Yeah, we can look into that. Sawyer, $2. I appreciate the super chat. Will Lucas, Texas be hit by severe thunderstorms? So let's take a look at this quickly, and we can talk about when storms fire off tomorrow. I'm trying to get to your guys' questions. So Lucas, let's see. Lucas, Texas. There we go. You guys are in this enhanced today. So, yes. So basically Dallas. I'll look at the timing for that, and then we'll look at the timing for tomorrow for those storms as well. So let's get back here into pivotal weather and move back over to our satellite. Or sorry, to our future reflectivity. So here we go. This is the latest. Oh, we actually have the 19Z. We can get even a little bit. Okay, so right here. Right here. Yeah. We'll say right here. Okay, that's firing off a little bit earlier. 5 p.m. This is going to be bearing down on Dallas, Fort Worth, including Lucas. 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m. It really looks like that 5 to 8 p.m. Central, we'll say, could be our focused timing for everyone in and around the Dallas-Fort Worth region metropolitan area, and really up here in north central to eastern Texas. Storms tomorrow. When do we think the storms tomorrow are going to fire off? Let's take a look at that. Based on the latest HRRR. We could have strong thunderstorms. Remember, this could change. Strong thunderstorms firing off as early as 2 p.m. It looks like this is 19, says 19Z. So that is going to be 7 o'clock. Subtract 5. 2 p.m. Hopefully I did that right. 2 p.m. Central Time, guys. This could be firing off in Oklahoma and Kansas. And then we could get a lot of storms firing off in the Dallas-Fort Worth region a little bit later. We're talking 6 p.m., 7 p.m. down there in Texas. And up there in Nebraska, and then into the night as they move into Missouri and Arkansas. That's the latest from the HRRR. Will Bowling Green, Missouri get hit by any severe thunderstorms on Tuesday? I think Bowling Green... sorry. I think Bowling Green... I think a lot of Missouri could have the chance of being affected on Tuesday. Let's take a look. Yeah, you can see here. On Monday, it really thinks those storms get pretty far into Missouri, but then especially on Tuesday, yeah, we're gonna have to watch Monday and Tuesday for almost the whole state of Missouri. The east side could be spared on both of these days, but it's looks like a lot of the state of Missouri could have to watch out. That's the Rufus model. It's a little aggressive, but it's definitely a possibility. What time is that for the HRRR? The models are running at the same timing. So, again, if I go back up here to the 19Z, Dallas-Fort Worth region today, we're talking about, like I said, between 5 and 8. And then tomorrow we're talking, again, for the Dallas-Fort Worth region, potentially. And we'll have to see. Actually, let me look at the NAM 3K. Let me look at the NAM 3K for tomorrow. NAM 3K is still thinking getting into tomorrow. DFW may get involved in the afternoon hours. NAM 3K is pretty soft on tomorrow's threat, which is good, but it's looking pretty decent on Monday. What about Monday and Tuesday for East Tennessee? Monday doesn't look to be much of a threat for East Tennessee. Tuesday does. Could have a little bit of a threat on Monday, but Tuesday is likely what we're looking at for you guys. For East Tennessee. Any more for Pennsylvania today or tonight? We could have some thunderstorms. We can go up there quickly into the northeast and take a look at our latest HRRR that's uploading a 19Z. Fresh data. We'd love it. We've got some storms moving across northern and northeastern PA tonight. Doesn't look too bad for PA. I mean, you could get some thunderstorms. Nothing looks too severe. You guys, central, southern, southeastern, southwestern PA may be done for today too as well. Large hail in Texas. Yep, we can go back and we can take another look at that. So here we go. We've got golf ball size hail, 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Oh my God, this is flying in front of me. Damage threat considerable. Just out to the west of Gatesville and the west of Waco. And a little bit, I mean, we're still talking. Oops, wrong one. Yeah, a good 50 miles. So not just out to the west, but you know what I mean. And we do have, yeah, a lot of hail, a lot of wind associated with these. These are moving directly to the northeast towards Dallas. I don't really, well, we can keep this tornado watch on for now. I don't like my screen being too, you know, having too much going on it. Like, we know we have the enhanced zone here. We know this is an area we're watching. But these storms are just about, from Fort Worth, just about 65 miles to the southwest. From Dallas, they are just about 90 miles to the southwest. So that's what's going on there. And again, we're expecting over the next few hours to see a lot of storms in this region fire off. So our main event hasn't really initiated out here yet. This is kind of just the beginning. My Discord's Connor's Climate Corner HQ. Connor's Climate Corner HQ. Anyone who's a subscriber on TikTok or YouTube gets immediate access into the Discord. It's just $2.99 a month. So I think it's $35 a year. Something like that. But every single morning I go in there and I update everything, like I said, from snow, rain, severe weather, hurricanes, volcanoes, earthquakes, everything. I put my thoughts in there and I just make sure I do that before I go on to anything else or make any videos. So yep, we got a lot of weather lovers in there. It's cool. When is this? I'm in Houston. Didn't know it was going to rain. Houston's probably okay today. Houston's looking like it's pretty okay. We can actually take a look at the HRRR on here in Radar Omega. And we can fast forward and could get some storms moving over Houston pretty late. 2, 3, 4 a.m. But it doesn't look to be severe. Just some rain showers likely. Maybe a little bit of thunder and lightning. You know, I always get nervous by the water, though. You can get some weird winds shear off the water and spin something up. But I don't. Houston is not being labeled as a major or as a threat at all, really, today for severe weather. And I have to agree with that, but we'll continue to monitor it. But I think it'll be fine down there. Thanks, B. B, I don't know if you saw the merch spin. It landed on B, but there was 2 Bs, and it wasn't you. I was like, oh, that's deceiving. So close. Should have done that differently. What time for Tulsa? Yeah, so we can take a look here. And boom. Right there, based on the latest HRRR, could have storms firing off just to your west at around, this would be 9 p.m. Central. This would be 9, not 10. That's Eastern. 9 p.m. Central, 10, 11, 12, 1. We should really be watching late evening into the very early morning. So, how about you thinking for Central Kansas tomorrow? Well, let's go back to our 18Z and take a look. Doesn't look too good. Dodge City, Pratt, we could have storms firing off there as early as 2 p.m. Central. Moving off to the northeast. This boundary that wants to form out ahead of this straight line, this kind of QLCS looking thing moving off to the northeast is probably going to be packing some heavy winds and large hail as well. Southern nodes are typically going to have more of a tornado threat. But again, if we do pull up our severe weather for tomorrow, there it is. And Kansas is one of those focal points. Wichita, Topeka, up towards Kansas City for sure. And then you've got North Platte, Sidney, Sterling, Imperial, all of those places out there over in western Nebraska. Remember, risk zones can change, but you guys are still in this threat down there. Dallas, Fort Worth, Fayetteville, Shreveport, you guys still got that marginal. Jefferson City, Columbia. There's lots of places. Omaha, you're involved in the slight. We could see this change as well. Specifically, if you wanted to look at the tornado threat tomorrow, that's where it is. Okay. So Tulsa, OKC, you're pretty close to that 15% hatch. We're going to have to watch if that includes you later on. Topeka as well. But the major cities that are included in here are obviously, well, Wichita and the surrounding regions. 15% hatch. I appreciate the follows. Oh, 53 new followers in this stream. Thank you, guys. I would have gifted mine anyways. That's really nice, B. That's really nice. What time for Guthrie, Oklahoma? I feel like I just saw that. I feel like I just saw it when I was zoomed in there. Guthrie, Oklahoma. Where is that? Am I spelling that right? There we go. Good question. Probably around 3-ish, but I'll take a look. So here's going into tomorrow, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 or 2 p.m., 3 p.m. it might be overhead. 4 p.m. Guys, always give or take an hour, 1 to 2 hours. So if I say 2, it could be 12, it could be 4, because storms, you can have a trough storm system move in, who knows, 40, 50, 60 miles per hour. It slows, it speeds up, it interacts with different air boundaries that cause things to initiate quicker or slower. I at least give it an hour of grace period, because the timing's usually not great. The timing on Thursday was pretty good. Models were saying for like 72 hours, like 7 p.m. around Chicago, and it worked out perfectly. Sometimes the timing's dead on, but not always. Anything for Georgia next week? We're going to have to watch Wednesday down there in the southeast, I think. But it's a little bit far out. We don't have anything specifically for it right now, but I think we could end up getting a risk zone out there on Wednesday. The gun barrel city. That's such a Texas name. The gun barrel city. Does it get more Texas than that? I don't think so. Where are you from, Texas? Gun barrel. Okay, it's not finding it. Is it 2 words? Oh, there it is. It is. Something caught in my throat. Yeah, you could have some strong thunderstorms moving over today around 7, 8, 9, 10 p.m. So getting into the evening hours, that could be severe. High wind and hail definitely can't count out a tornado, but you're just on the edge of that 2% risk. So tornado chances aren't too high. And then getting out into Tuesday, you could potentially see those storms moving through as we get into the evening hours. But they look like I want to stay to your north, but we'll see. Oh, and sorry, for today, this is our day 1 threat. So, gun barrel, you are in that enhanced. I shouldn't have said you're in, but you are in that enhanced. But let's go to our tornado threat today. And 5% to 2% right around here to the southeast of Dallas. The way I'm driving away from the severe weather just to drive back into severe weather Wednesday. God, yeah. Isn't that how it always happens? Will, Melissa, chits and giggles. Kayla, I appreciate the gifts, guys. Thank you. I have to, okay, I'm going to do speed round answering questions, and then I'm going to give you guys the rundown of everything that's about to happen tonight in the next few days. And then I got to get off. I got some plans with the family, so might pop on just for a little bit later, but I got to get off. So let me answer some questions very, very, very quickly, and I'm going to pull up SPC. I'm just going to pull this up so we all understand what is going on over the next 4 to 5 days. Here we go. Okay. So, Chicago this week, you guys have a little bit of a marginal on the day 3, which would be Monday. So a little bit of the marginal on Monday. Could see some severe weather. It's also probably going to be possible on Tuesday. Nothing looking too severe yet. I agree with you. Jerry's bored. Yes. Anything for Weatherford, Texas? Weatherford, Texas. I don't know. Again, if it's much easier. Well, okay. Weatherford, Texas. You guys have a threat today. So 5, 6 p.m. 4. We'll say 4 p.m. and on. Through the evening, a little bit of a threat. Looks to be clearing your area by 7 p.m., but I would still keep an eye on the sky. There's some storms that are trailing behind that. So Weatherford, Texas, and then you're going to have another threat there on potentially tomorrow and potentially Monday as well. Kentucky could definitely get involved. Kentucky could definitely get involved on Tuesday. 100% we need to watch that. Yeah, Texas has a threat for like 3 days straight in a similar area. Here is our day 1 down there in Texas. Here's our day 1 down there in Texas. Here is our day 2. We're including Texas, Dallas-Fort Worth again. And here is our day 3. And we've got Dallas-Fort Worth again. It's going to be an active few days for Dallas-Fort Worth and Central Texas. And Northeastern Texas as well. Tornado's going to be in Oklahoma today. Let's drink an energy drink. Why am I yawning? Definitely could get a few. Could get none. Ingredients are there that I wouldn't be surprised if we got a few tornadoes in Oklahoma today. So stay weather alert if you're up there, of course. We all saw what happened last night. No problem, Zach. Anything for Eastern North Carolina? Not in the near future. Not at least the next 4 or 5 days, probably. Maybe day 5. NTX, what's going on? Okay, really quickly, guys. I do got to get off for a little bit. I'll be on a little bit later again, but I got to get off. I got to do some stuff with the wifey and kids. So, again, let me just quickly talk about this. And I'll just go into the big map so you guys understand what's going on. Okay, here is what is going on. We have, okay, there's the U.S. We've got a big trough out here to the west that is diving down here into the southwest, okay? Tomorrow, we are going to see, let me pull up this day too. Tomorrow, we're going to see this dive down. We're going to have some nice westerly winds, southerly winds from our lower level jet, and we're going to get a lot of shear and instability out in this region. That's going to include a lot of central to northeastern Texas, a lot of Oklahoma, Nebraska, western Missouri, northeastern Colorado, northwestern Arkansas. We're going to get a lot of people involved tomorrow. Then it's going to push off a little bit more as we get into our day 3. And here, I'll show you this out here as well. So this is our day 2. Okay. And as we get into our day 3, we're going to see it push off a tiny bit more to the east. And again, this could be a moderate on Monday for sure. Could be a moderate. I don't want to say high, but could be a moderate. I think, yes, CSU has this as a high risk. And then Tuesday they have as a moderate. So there's lots of stuff to pay attention to. Lots of stuff. Everything's going to be possible with these severe risks days. I'm talking about tornado outbreak, significant tornadoes, very large hail, damaging wind gusts, and 80, 90, 100 plus mile per hour if you are in the highest threat zones. So I'm not going to get that much of a break. And I really want everyone to be paying attention to. Again, we had, over 20 fatalities from our tornado outbreak last night. It's probably pushing 30. It's sad. We don't want to see it happen. If you're in these areas, again, people like to say, oh, I have gotten so many severe thunderstorm watches, tornado warnings, nothing ever happens. Well, it happens to some people, and you want it to keep not happening. So stay weather alert, understand what's going on around you. Take it seriously. I hate seeing what happened last night. I'll be on a little bit later, guys, and not for long, but I want to give you a little bit more updates. I've just been streaming a lot, just working on weather stuff nonstop. But I appreciate you guys being in here. I appreciate any follows. I appreciate, you know, if you guys don't know who I am, I do post every single day. I try to post in the morning. I have my Discord, Connor's Climate Corner HQ. All subs and members get access to it. I update every single day, every morning. I stream every night, sometimes during the day. Trying to keep everyone updated, trying to answer as many questions as I can, and I really appreciate you guys. And I'll be back on here. 1 second. I'll be back on here a little bit later. And I blocked that person who's spamming Kentucky. Thank you, guys. Will, Mountain, MTX, Melissa, I appreciate you guys. See you.